Hello, I would like to welcome you to our 8th tutorial, which will focus on shading technology. In our case, we have a motor with two inputs, 240 volts AC. One goes up and one down. The first part of this tutorial will be for blinds without a tilting function, and in the second part I will show you how to control the tilting function. Now we create a new floor with the name Shading Technology. We assign two buttons and two relays for shutters. In my project I am using the iDM3 unit, which is our input module unit, and standard push button, which are connected to the binary input unit. You can also use our other wall controllers, it's up to you. Buttons are connected with the input 5 and 6. Now we need to go to the device manager and rename the outputs. Relay number 4, shutters up, and relay number 5, shutters down. Both icons for shutters are assigned with relay. Now we can start to make functions for this part of project. The first function is digital impulse 5 seconds. 5 seconds because this is the time for complete opening and closing the shutters in my case. The name can be digital impulse 5 seconds, function type digital end, function impulse on. Without delay, and the impulse length will be 5 seconds. Other functions have been created in our previous tutorials. Firstly, we will create a security condition. For shading technology, where you control two phases in one motor, you need to make the software and hardware conditions for the case when both phases meet as to avoid a short circuit. The first connection is between input 5 and relay 5. You want to open the shutters. That means you need to press up, but the shutters are going down. First, you need to stop shutters going down. The name of this wire can be off, opposite, direction down, and for short press we use digital off. The same applies for button input 6 and relay 4. The name is off, opposite, direction up, and for short press we use digital off. Now we need to create a connection for controlling from input 5 to relay 4, and the name is blind up. First of all will be the function for stopping the movement. Action short down, function digital off. And now we need to add the condition of movement. That means relay number 4, shutters are going up. It is equal to 1. So now if our shutter is going up and you short press the button, the up button, it stops. The second function for way up is short down and digital impulse 5 seconds. It will work just as in the case of the relay 4, that means up, and relay 5 down will not work. Clicking twice on the button restriction value and we create a logical function AND. Now we put both relays here and they have to be equal 0. Now we need to do it for the opposite way as well. The name is blind down. The first function for stopping the movement with the condition applied, and the second function is digital impulse 5 seconds with condition for both relays. That was the first part of shading technology without tilting. For tilting, we need to add another two buttons, which are assigned with input 7 and input 8. In the function manager, we need one more function for tilting. The name is digital impulse 1 second. For my shutters, is 1 second enough for changing the angle. The time depends on your type of shutters or blinds. Function impulse on and time 1 second. Again, we need to switch off the opposite direction if we want to control one way. Connection between input 7 and relay 5. The name of this wire can be off opposite direction down. And for short press, digital off. Because we will use short and long press, we also need the same function for long press. The same for button input 8 and relay 4. The name is off opposite direction up, and for short press, digital off, and for long press, also digital off. Now we need to create a connection for controlling from input 7 to relay 4 with the name shutters up. First of all, will be the function for stopping the movement. Action short down, function digital off, and now we need to add the condition of movement. That means relay 4, shutters are going up, it is equal to 1. So now, if our shutter is going up and you short press the button, the up button, it stops. Second step is creating the action for the short press, the function digital impulse 1 second. But just in the case if relay 4 and relay 5 are not switched on. For long press, we also need to create the function digital off with condition if relay 4 is equal 1. We want to also use long press for digital impulse 5 second, but again, it is just in the case both relays are not switched on. Now the same process for opposite way. Connection between input 8 and relay 5 with the name shutters down. The first action is shut down for digital off with the condition that relay 5 is equal 1. Then we need to make the action for digital impulse 1 second with the function for both ways, which must be equal to 0. For long press, we need to also create the function digital off with the condition that relay number 5 is equal to 1. And the last action for long press is digital impulse 5 seconds. Both relays have to be switched off for this movement. That's all. Save the project and upload it to the central unit.